Good evening, folks. This is Exoteric with Exoteric Stratagems. We are here on a Tuesday. I am aware it is not Monday. Hey, my color faded. Um, I am here on a Tuesday to do my Monday show. So let's all just ignore it's Tuesday and just go with it. Um, this is Unmeta'd Monday. This is the Nova. I don't have a clever name for the Nova. I've had lots of good ones and bad ones. None of them are great ones, so just don't have a good name for it yet. But the point of our show on Mondays is to peel away the layers of the player metagaming, what we're all used to seeing, like the great ways that players use these frames to accomplish specific things. Thing is so loud. Um, we're we're trying to look at the frame without the way the players have bent these tools to their will. We're trying to look at how they were originally designed, maybe check out the purpose, try and, channel the design devs and see if we can't figure out exactly what it is they were thinking and how we can celebrate that base design in the Warframes. Every week we pick a different one. We've been starting with the beginning frames as not necessarily in order of release, but certainly we're just starting with a handful of the ones from the beginning. So there was the Oberon, the Excalibur, the Mag. Um, what else? There's been a couple others. Oh, we did the Vauban. Oh my God, Frenchman is amazing. Lots of fun ones we've done so far. And I figured it was finally time to tackle the Mighty Nova. There are so many ways to play this as a player, but the goal of this show is to not focus on how we like to play with our toys, but look at what the toy designers were intending and hoping. So I've got a loadout that I feel is in line with this frame. I love this. It's such a good one. I've got a loadout for this that I will share on the Twitters afterwards. I will put the fit on the Twitters, and feel free to hop on there at Exo Stratagems and pick apart my frames, give some, like some suggestions or maybe some experiences of your own that might lead you to a different impression. But again, this is just my impression. This is just me trying to pay homage to the game devs and trying to breathe a little bit of life into the original idea without trying to push things to extremes as we players tend to do. So, join me for the fun. Let's start with the fit here. So you can see we've just got a couple of basic stats here. There's nothing extreme here. 190 is the strongest thing on here, the range, which isn't even really that great. You can really crank up the range for these. This is neither a intentional Slova. This isn't made for farming Slova, and this certainly isn't the other direction, trying to speed things up for farming. This isn't that kind of build. I do have slow built into it. Um, but the point of this is that it's not the core function that I'm just spamming repeatedly. I'm going to try and make use of the various fun bits that this frame has to offer and try and find a balance, like what tactics were most successful and not. Now I've already started and tested this a little bit earlier and ran this through the first couple levels of the sortie. So it's if it's at least able to stack up to that, um, it's robust enough to at least talk about. Like, sure, tweaking is always something that, well, I shouldn't say always. It usually happens. Tweaking is good. I love tweaking. Anything to improve my understanding or my performance or my tactics is always welcome. Hopefully, if you are a newer player and you're seeing me hop into here, I am a where am I? I'm a 25, not super high. I've been playing this game a long time though, so I've got a pretty solid understanding of it. Also, coming from a Marine Corps background, I've got a pretty solid tactical understanding of how how to deploy tools to your best advantage. I also play a lot of, not so much recently, but I have played extensively EVE Online and was able to get into pretty much every aspect of that game. And one of the most difficult, obviously, running fleets includes how do you use your tools to the utmost, or how do you recognize when this is not the time for that tool? um, when we're just trying to appreciate the frames here, we're going to see if we can figure out what kind of tools are best with this. Like we've got the Amprex. We know that if we're going to be slowing things down, it's going to be easier to be catching groups of things. Things aren't going to be as scattered. I have time to land some good beads on their heads because this thing is, let's just say, a robust killer. This was absolutely fantastic when I found this. I could hope for better rolls. I'm not willing to chance it though because that is exactly what I want. One could always hope for slightly higher numbers as we've seen some things get a little crazy, but this is just solid plus plus plus. Love it. You can see my overall build is built for corrosive. I do not have um, a whole lot going on here. This isn't really that impressive here, right? Uh, it's got a decent status. The important part here, though, I've got a natural 104%, so I'm guaranteed to land a crit with every shot. There is a way to amp this up slightly higher. I believe this is the one that I took out of there and had something else that was improving it. But I also really like being able to do good damage to a few levels higher without depending on those crits. Because still, you go from 104% is like 112%, 115%. I don't remember the numbers. This is probably like a year or two ago that I was messing with it. So I didn't find that that amount of increase in the crit chance made enough of a difference. If we were talking 30%, like if this were 130%, that's something worth talking about. That means every third shot is getting a double crit. That's good. But if we can settle on a fair amount of damage that we're guaranteed to be landing every single, like we're doing 5 times that. So 400 times 5. So we're doing 2,000 points of damage just every tick, which, you can see the fire rate on this is pretty good, so we're getting a lot of ticks. This is just shy of, oh, I might, I don't know how this works if this rounds up. I might actually take that off of there. That didn't even occur to me, that that might be a terrible thing. Let me research that a little bit more. If that 1.9% or 1.9 multi-shot averages out to 2, then fine. But if you need 2, then I am completely wasting that, and that could add up to a lot more damage somewhere else. Maybe I could go back to that crit, or I could go, I don't know, some other direction with it. Higher status chance. I don't know. But anyways, so that's what we're playing with. Let's go to these. You'll always see me with these guys. These are just kind of, I mean, I can't say they're my signature weapons because everybody has access to them. If they've played for over a year, I think you can get them on the decks. The decks goodies that they give you are all drops for basically like player loyalty after like your anniversaries or like I think it's the game anniversary. I think it's the game anniversary. That's when we get those. And this right here, which, by the way, I'll just let you peek at that. I'm not posting this because it's not that big a deal. It's just my favorite pistol. And because I have a tendency to run mage frames, meaning frames that are very much caster based, I put this on there because it converts my energy use into shields, which means that I can sacrifice my tank for better everything else. So anyways, that's what I'm doing there. Got this. I mean, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, right? Like it's completely and utterly beautiful. It's just such a good weapon. Yeah, and anyways, this one has the ability to, I believe it is restore. Let's see if it doesn't tell it here. It tells somewhere else, and I wonder, maybe if it tells me in here. Yeah, there you go. Reduced visibility when held. What? Strike with confidence, hits to irradiated targets, restore shields and overshields. So I'm pumping out radiation, and basically every time I'm whacking somebody with this, I should have, if we look down here, 114% status chance. So after I land one shot with radiation, I'm guaranteed to have that status chance. And then I just swing it again. And every time after that that I swing this weapon, I'm just getting overshields and overshields and overshields. Now, this is a weapon I don't necessarily like rolling with daggers, but I was starting to think about this particular frame. If you can slow everybody down, then it becomes a little bit easier to be coordinated with a good dagger. Now, the other way that daggers are used in this game is a very specific player meta, where when you get a downed enemy or you have somebody who's stunned, all kinds of powers that stun and stagger your enemies, this allows you to do finisher moves on them, and that's covert lethality with daggers. It's just a thing with daggers. It's just a thing. I don't particularly want this for this frame because these don't actually stun the enemy, if I'm not mistaken. Pisses them off, causes them damage, makes them go boom real good, but it does not, in fact, um, stagger them for finishers. So I'm trying to play this. If you'll see here, let's just see what I got here. So even that, I'm poor on finishers here. Now, this particular dagger, like there's other daggers that are great at finishers. I have them built that way because they're great. The sheave, I think right now is probably still my favorite. The Christ was kind of the meta a long time ago. Everybody played that. The sheave came out years ago, and I got a hold of that and was absolutely in love with it. So that's my go-to for my stealth frames for finisher kills with daggers. But right now, I'm not looking for finishers. What I'm looking for is status. Status gives me damage. Status gives me damage over time, like elemental stuff gives me damage, and then the stats give me damage over time. The Dark Dagger is a faction weapon. So I have the Blight, which when I'm swinging the sucker around, it has a little counter that pops up and starts filling up. And when I hit that, it boom does a little burst. Yeah, so this is great. 100% status chance, so this shot up from apparently like 50%. But here's the thing. Boop. 120% melee damage per status type affecting the target. So if I have a puncture, a slash, a radiation, a viral, uh, I mean, there's a pretty fair chance I'm going to really start knocking things down. And that also means that this is going to be adding on to the damage that gives me my overshields. So it stacks up to be a pretty handy weapon. You can see the damage on here. Nowhere near the damage as some of the beautiful heavy weapons in this game, or even the other like medium weapons in this game. It just doesn't stack up. Normally I would have things to improve my speed and all that stuff, but I'm gonna take a chance on this guy and see if I can amp up enough extra damage that this becomes quite relevant. Yeah, I, yeah. So that's what we're doing with that. So, obviously we want to make sure we don't run out of energy. This was important because we had an energy reduction sortie, so that was very important to be able to keep generating energy on the go, even with the good. Here, it's time to rename this puppy. All right. So, enemy radar. This I always find important. You can see there's lots of good auras for this, right? You got shield disruption, you get sprint boost, there's fun stuff for this. Energy siphon's always a fun one. When I'm dealing with a frame that is affecting large amounts of baddies, I like to have my enemy radar on. It's nice to be able to know when your things are being effective or not. And in the case of this, where you're slowing everybody down, you want to be able to focus on concentrations of things, specifically because I can slow them, prime them, and then also do that good explodey popcorn goodness damage with my Amprex. Can't wait for the Prime. Um, so yeah, you can see. I mean, there's other good ones. There's other good ones I could throw in here. Not gonna throw them in here though. Gonna leave that on there. Corrosive projection might be the way to go if you're doing this in a sortie. Getting a couple people with that. Hey, didn't that used to be more? I don't remember. But yeah, you can see I've got this to augment my, duration drain here. I have a little bit of extra because I'm trying to build this as a auger build, like as a mage frame, so that I can use the efficiency to my advantage. Got the mage frame thing going here. Um, I'm not trying to max out range. What I'm trying to do is keep control of things. This is going to be less about dealing lots of damage. Like, there's all the fun things you can do with the null stars that just hurt the hell out of everybody. We're not really focusing on those. We're just going to keep that up as a backup, not a backup, but just as a secondary damage, kind of like your point defense turrets on a battle star, kind of that kind of thing. It's more just keeping things away from close to you. Which that's one thing I regret about this frame is all of the other amazing frames that just naturally have things that stun and stagger. This doesn't have any of those. So, and Portal, we're not when I say we, I say I'm not really that big a fan of this because I like the parkour and I'm not too shabby at it. So I like to just, when I'm not running into door jams and getting stuck there while the party runs past me. It's always fun. You're all level 25s on our side. All right, let's see what you can do. All right, guys, y'all level number one. Let's MR1. Let's have a good time. Bam, right into the door jam. Bam, right back into that door jam. Bam, right back into that door jam. And then, the new guys are like, okay, hey, maybe we're just gonna mosey on to the objective here while you deal with your issues, old man. Which is fair. Okay, here, let me take a quick second to peek at some things. All right. So minimal tank isn't necessarily minimal tank because I have an auger build, and I do have that fourth one from my dexterous. Part of the auger build is on there, so I feel like I'm still. Oh, that's auras. Get on that one. Is it Accord? Yeah. Um, this is the one that sometimes I'm tempted to put in there when I'm kind of struggling for ideas on how to just, I've got an extra slot. I may as well throw something useful in. Like, this is a good one. Sometimes you don't always need all of the slots to accomplish the tactic you're trying to perform. So if you have that extra slot, throw something fun in there. Well, why not? But because I tend to be a little shy with my health, I don't like to be too low on health, and 520 is still really low for me. So like that's good enough, but like you can see without that 300, no, 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 no. Even with the Accord in here, let's see what this even goes up to. See, even with that, like the shield goes up a little bit, but it still doesn't give me the health, and that extra tiny little bump there isn't that much more impressive. I'd rather have the buffer on the health, because sometimes you just get whacked. So, and as you can see, I didn't polarize this 3 times. I was in this phase where this is how I was polarizing everything, and some of my frames even have 2 of this one here was this Vizarin. Yeah, sometimes I even had 2 of these. I'm trying to slowly undo that error in judgment, because there are oftentimes frames where, especially for range control frames, you don't need 2 of these. There's no reason for 2 of these. You could do something else. One of these guys would probably be the right way to go. Just yeah. So I know that with a you're trying to do the Speedva and the Slova, you can't do both of those builds effectively with the polarities that I have put in here. So I have to pick and choose the right things and maybe be a little bit more sparse on how I build it. But if I want a good Speedva, like where I'm just bringing all the baddies to, some good damage dealers, that's Yeah, that's kind of important to be able to do both. And I think right now I have, do I have two Nova Primes or no, I don't have two Nova Primes here. I must have the parts ready to be built in the cooker. Anyways, so that's the idea here. So we're gonna try and self-regulate a tank, and the more we attack, the more we tank, right? Um, that's just kind of gonna be how we work this. Slow things down and then try and find the clumps for that Amprex to turn into popcorns. So, I don't think I want to do that one. Yeah. You're so noisy. Oh, we could do a little one of those. Um, this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Let's see if anybody's actually doing this one. Just throw a random thing in there. Alright. Get it. Come on. Oh. Get that going. Alright. Oh, I guess I did hurt him. Ooh. Get all the things here. Alright. I just make a portal to nowhere? Yeah, I sure did. My bad. Just don't neglect them. There. Let's get up here and get this one going. Oh. Well, okay then.
You're making waves, dreamers. I can feel it.
We have control of all flag towers. Transference still holding.
Little expeditious retreat there. Kind of digging that. Clear away the riffraff here. Oh, I love that overshield. God dang.
We have successfully decoded the message. Clear the air. More data is being broadcasted. Willing to risk going back into the field?
Guess I'm taking this one. Do I have the prime? I think I've got the prime. I've got everything else, so I may as well use the ducats. Let's see how high people want to go here, yeah? Alright, now I realized I haven't used see B3. Always trying to help somebody if they're trying to get something. I realized I hadn't used my number 2 power, which is a pretty good area effect explosive. I just need to get it going. Alright, guys. Here they come.
Tower captured. Beginning stream mode now.
Nice.
We are in total control. Fighting.
Oh, yes. Never get tired of the popcorns. Oh. Alright.
That's it. Print the relic. Finish your mission. Take a look inside.
Love it. Oh, missed.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it. We have decoded the message.
Gotta remember to keep that on. Alright.
Eliminate everyone.
I'm eliminating. It's hard to eliminate them all. Oh, come on. Get out of the door.
More messages to be decoded. Will you stay or go?
Alright. Pew pew. Ooh, I don't have the prime yet. Alright, alright. Yay. New bits is always good.
I have detected another
Alright, let's
message
see if they're
incoming.
inclined to stay.
Capture and decode the signal. have captured a tower. The relic has been cracked open. Finish washing to find out what's inside. Control all 4 towers.
Come on.
Let's just see how we're doing stats-wise here. All right, not too shabby, not too shabby. Not too shabby for a support frame anyway, right? Is that a Trinity?
To learn about espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel. We have deployed fierce reinforcements. Are you willing to stay and decode more messages?
Gotta go with the Forma. Probably should get some more Formas cooking, because got a feeling with the new wave of frames, I'm gonna need a whole bunch of them.
They are broadcasting another message.
Let's see.
Make sure the enemy
Yes,
never
no.
receives it.
All right, one more. All right. So this does seem to work pretty good. Uh, I'm not mad at the build. Oh, hello. We got lurks. Is that somebody who might actually not be a bot? Cool. Hello, welcome. Today is Unmeta'd Monday. I know it's Tuesday, but it's Monday for the stream. We're doing basically peeling away all of the ways that players like to use frames and just trying to appreciate the raw frame. Just the frame, how it was built. Try to have a balance of things. Try to use some kind of synergy in between my powers, my timing, my tactics, my fits, my loadout, all that good jazz.
We are dominating. Keep it up.
I don't have a super long range build, which is... I'm going to help him out. That's going to hurt like a son of a bitch when it gets there. Alright. Alright, that's not me. Let's go give a hand down here where all the masses are. Let's get our popcorn maker out. Popcorns! Everybody loves popcorns. I do like that not only is my priming making them explode, but my combustion beam. Is that what it is? Combustion beam? Yes! Do love me some popcorn. There we go. Really hate nullifiers. I just really hate them. How dare you bomb me? I know your mother. Oh. Gotta get him primed first, otherwise the double combustion beam might not be enough at level 60, guys.
Finish your mission and we'll take you inside.
Nice. Scoop your loot. Bring out your dad.
Control of the tower.
How did... I already had control of stuff. Let's go clear this little pocket out. Kitty! Yeah, kitty.
In full control. Keep fighting. Message decoded. Leave alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces.
Gotta love how slick those ones are. God, they're just such good weapons. Oh. You again. We don't serve your kind around here.
Reinforcements. Are you willing to stay and decode
Where's-
more messages?
Oh, there's another thing. Ooh. Always nice to get a... whatchamacallit.
They are broadcasting another message. Make sure the enemy never receives it.
Sweet. Alright. So, let's see how things stacked up here. This is... I'll see. Pardon the coughing here. Oh, here, let me mute this. Alright. So, this is kind of how I'm gauging the metrics on the builds here. Is it a solid build? Does it have any huge holes? Not if it's got survivability in both sorties and, what were we, level 57 axes. Like, why is this not letting me leave the squad? I want to leave the squad. There. Yeah, so let's go right back in there. Yay, good stuff. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. Maybe one more? No. Okay. Excuse me. So this is how I gauge the metrics here. I was taking damage, and I was tanking it just fine. I was killing things. A lot of that comes from priming, but a lot of that is just from hurting stuff with the Amprex. It does tend to share the love. Headshots, you always try to when they're slow. It's a whole lot easier. Didn't do a whole lot with melee. Well, like I said, I did get the most melee, but that's compared to guys who probably weren't there to do melee. Well, we had a Hydroid who was obviously, yeah, Hydroid was good control. We had a Trinity, and then we had a Neza who's doing the other bit of damage. So, yeah. Let's see here. abilities used. Are you kidding? He was just spamming that sucker.
Ordis is angry.
Oh, he's probably got the strength build. He's probably got a farm build. Well, let's see here. Fire accuracy, not so great. Did get some good pickups though. So the performance of the build. Oh, so pretty. Oh. Yeah, why don't I take pictures of these? I'm taking a picture of this right now because that's just beautiful. I should start taking those. Those I probably shouldn't share because that's somebody else's stuff. I don't need to be giving away other people's stuff without permission. Yeah, that's cool, right? All right. So what can we tweak on this build? Let's work on that. What was there anything on here that like the core functions of the Nova, are they being satisfied? I was spamming my molecular prime, and because I don't have a huge range on it, I was trying to get over to the different affected areas, right? Um, Wormhole, I mean, it's only going to last for 20 seconds. Like, if that stayed there for a number of uses and didn't dissipate, like, I'd be much more interested in that because then I could set up a portal that would allow people to access different parts of the field rapidly without me having to babysit like a home thing. Maybe if I sat in the middle on a place like Beer and sent a portal off in different directions, to like each of the different things. I don't know. I don't know how that would really in mission running. This is going to be a lot of fun, but again, because I do like and prefer the parkourness of this game, um, it really is kind of you can't love everything about everything, right? I mean, we love our warframes, but this is only useful in a very certain place. Really, for grinding corrupted mods is the only place that I can think that this is. I don't want to say a requirement, but near a necessity for some of those to bypass some of the most difficult stuff because it is hard to jump around up those little holes when you're jumping. Like, remember the Oregon one where you're jumping on top of the different notes as this guy, and then you got like that little hole in the roof like 100 feet above you. And, oh my God, having a Nova with you while you're farming those is amazing. Save yourself so much time and heartache of missing it because you've done screwed it up. The jumping, and not everybody in the party's coordinated, so it's nice to be able to help the new guys. Pew, have a little warp to get up there and not have to worry about jumping on all the notes and stuff, unlocking it. Anyways, yeah, the antimatter drop, I'm kind of liking that it's a big, it's a big radius. I mean, 15 meters is a lot when you've got a group and you can see. I don't understand why that. It's only like four guys on there, and it's like, man, when I'm lobbing that sucker, I'm hoping to get 15 guys with that shot. Otherwise, I feel like I'm wasting my 20 points of energy. All right, but let's go see. Let's go see now. Now, there's certain places that this isn't going to be very useful, and really because I'm trying to do the synergy on here, this is this is built to be able to handle higher level stuff. I might like these level 100, like final exterminate. I might die on that one. I'm gonna probably try and do that one later. Oh my God, yes, four. We understand. Yes. Go take a bath before you start talking about that junk. All right. So we've got the ability to handle the robust stuff, but really see something like this. Oh, we've got those already. Latron Wraith, if anybody's watching right now, that's something you should go get yourself into right now. Latron Wraith is absolutely my favorite battle rifle. Just a standard single shot, good damage, good crit, good accuracy, good range. I mean, and then you get the wraith, which is the in this game the faction ones tend to have maybe not so much more damage, but they're gonna have a higher crit threat, like a higher crit chance. And the Latron Wraith is one of my go-tos. I absolutely love that weapon. It's actually one of my favorites for the Plains Eidolon, just like not an elephant gun, but you know, sometimes you just want some accurate fire. I don't need a baton showering the vicinity with bullets, and I'm guaranteed to hit something a few times. That one is like one shot, one kill, one shot, one kill. Sometimes two shots, because it's hard to get one right on the noggin, but you know, especially at range. I don't have that built for range. I need to get all my little, what is that? Exilus slots, the augment slots on the weapons. When they came out with that, man, so much crap I have to unlock in this game now. I didn't play real solid for, I don't know, a good year. Came back, and it's just so much stuff to try and catch up on. It's nuts. So, anyways, let's see here. What can we work on? What can we work on? I don't want to do Hydron. I don't want to, like, this. This might actually be okay for the planes, now that I think about it. Let's just go hot drop the planes idle on here and see if somebody needs a mission help. Because really, I want to test this. Like, here's the problem with the Slova. When you're slowing everybody down, it helps you in some ways, sometimes, but it hurts you in the ways that if you've got things far away, hidden behind walls, they're in, you know, chambers and tunnels and all that kind of stuff, it can be really difficult to like remain patient, basically. If you're not remaining patient, you're yeah. Let me get out of the way here and get to this thing here. Do they see me? Do they see me? Got him. Ooh, is that a Nyx? Did we actually kill the dude? I think we actually killed the dude. Okay. Somebody gonna hit the button? No? Let's just look at who we have with us. Yeah, low enough level. Let's just do that one.
Say some high-up commander is here to inspect the troops. Sent by the queens, they say. So,
Yeah.
the queens of Mexico. Their troops are not
Let's get to the
welcome
Zotin.
here, Cetus.
Okay, that's weird.
Intellect aligns with my own. A high-ranking Grineer commander landed on the plains hours ago, but his precise location is still a mystery. Let's track him down.
Got a feeling.
The commander is
Nope.
having special supplies sent in just for him. Intercept the shipment and destroy it. Among these troops is a resupply beacon. Find it and take it. Add supply beacon, and I will call in the drop.
Yeah, the Amprex isn't necessarily so helpful out here, is it?
Here comes the supply pod. Destroy the supplies before the enemy can get their hands on it.
Where do I hear the thing? Thought I heard a thing. Oh, somebody already blew it away. Oh. No? Nor? I don't understand. Why isn't the commander here? Oh, that's just... No, I understand. That's just the thing. I actually went in the water and didn't die? I can play in the water and not die just by touching it? Oh, thank you, DE. Thank you. Yeah, seriously, what's... What are they all shooting at? Oh. I guess we're just chilling here for a little bit. Really? Is there a reason it's not showing us as successful? I don't know what the hell that was. Alright, seriously now. Well, kind of stuck here. Oh, somebody actually hit me. Ooh, this is gonna be a hot spot for fishing. Oh my god, really? Dang, how did it get me? I was inside of the thing. Alright, seriously though, let's get on with the moves here. Let's try to test the Nova, not my freaking...
We can no longer meet our objective. I will
What?
let Carson know we have failed him.
Yeah. I'm just gonna... I don't know what happened, but I'm not gonna keep trying to accomplish it with those guys. Really? Alright, let's see what kind of range we get out of this thing. It's still going, still going, still going. Oh, that's about where it stops. Alright. Quay? Is there somebody up there? I don't understand. Is there downstairs I don't know about? What about Oscar? Alright. Let's get somewhere where we know there's gonna be... Where is it? There, that's the one. downstairs. It's alright, we'll just wait for your friends to get here. Huh. Huh. Seriously, who's shooting at me? How are they shooting me from way down there? This is when it'd be nice to have a Latron, eh? Could just look for that muzzle flash. No? I mean, that'd be hilarious if that's just a really slow-moving long-range bomb. Huh. Alright, I'm hearing voices. It's gotta be closer than I think. Is there more? What else is there? Also, where was their backup? I was here, so nobody came and got backup. I needed some backup. I mean, that's pretty awesome, right? High wire in the whole way. Yeah, would be good to have a sniper rifle. Too far away? Maybe too far away. I swear I heard a voice though. Cool. This would be a good sniping location though. I hear the voice. I don't see the face. It's not gonna be a very pretty face, it's a Grineer face. I'm still waiting for it. Really? Nothing? Oh, I didn't get into there. Loots are up top. How'd the loots get up top? Where are the loots up top? Give me loots. No? I'm not understanding. Is there some kind of glitch here in the loots? I keep hearing that voice, but I'm not seeing them. Really, from way up there. This is what you call inflate and deflate, right? Right now I've got the protection. Yeah, yeah. Grenier are so angry. I'm really hoping I can get a big fat score here and get like reinforcements showing up. I don't know if that's necessarily happening though. Don't know how you got in there. Alright, well, I guess it's not gonna happen if I don't have, I don't know, more mischief. Alright, Mr. Knox, where are ya? I hear you loud and clear. Come on, give me some real fight. Yay! That's more like it. It's a little bit of a challenge, jeez. Yeah, that's kind of the thing about this build. Like, really, I think what it really needs is high-level mission access. Oh, didn't make it. Because this guy is... Well, sorry, I should say lady. This is, in fact, a lady frame. This lady frame is very good at high-level stuff. And low-level stuff, really what you want... you want the speed. Low-level stuff, you want it coming at you fast so you can kill it quicker, because killing is easy when it's low-level. This one is built a little bit more like the other one, the Slova, that kind of requires you to be a little bit more careful in where you spam it, because there are, in fact, bad places to spam it. Oh, I want to throw a little ball of doom over there. Must have maxed it out. No, I can hear it moving. Oh, it's not even to that yet.
Hold up. Detecting glass resonance. It's close.
I've never actually taken one of these guys down on my own. Okay, that was awkward. Huh. I wonder if I can actually get low enough that it can't hurt me. No?
There's no going back.
Nice.
Dream, there's gotta be a way to take these things down.
Yeah. I'm working on it, Chica. Alright, well, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just gonna go. Alright. I was hoping for a little bit more excitement than that, but nobody was really doing anything interesting. Yeah, I guess I need to get some more of all those little things. But yeah, so Slova is a little bit more difficult to pay attention to where you need to be spamming your things. You don't want to spam it everywhere when you're in missions with lots of chambers and tunnels and stuff. But when you're out in the open, slowing people down seems to be quite helpful. So, anyways, we're gonna leave with that. Go hop back to the ship here. Take a couple of these screenshots, and I'm gonna make sure to get these out there on the Twitters. At Exostratagems, if you want to follow me on Twitter, argue about various things. I love arguing about things. That's what the internet is for. So yeah, thanks for checking out the video. I'm gonna get this guy released in a couple of days here on the YouTubes. And yeah. Just love this freaking thing. Alright, oh, got more sneezes coming here. Great. So many sneezes. Ugh, okay. Well, let's get right here, right? Just get that in there. Get that saved. I already have the hero shot saved. Let's get this
Well
in
put together,
there.
operator. Now get out there and
Yes, yes, I know, Mortis. My fits are awesome. There we go. Alright, I'll get these on the Twitters, and probably going to be making a farm frame out of this for the weekend. I need to figure out if I have to do the polarity change on here to make a speed butt out of this too. So yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work out, but yeah, so join me on Fridays for Friday Farm Frame. I'll take a new frame every week, make a good farming fit out of it, and attach some good strategies and tactics to help improve the process of farming, not just something that survives farming. So anyways, yeah, have a good day, folks, and I will see you next time.